Anyway, let's move on to the last part of today's show, which is actually one of my favorite subjects. Me. No, I'm only joking, but it is about me.
It's about Tom. No, it really is about Digby, though. This one, you guys really, this is probably the best part of the show right here. In my opinion, I think this is really going to blow you guys off your chairs. This is weird.
I nicknamed this the brain fart for reasons that you'll see in a minute. So I was a guest on UAP Studies last week. The episode came out on Monday this week. I filmed it the week before, and it was talking about my recent experiences, couple of abduction experiences, and also this one wasn't so much of an abduction. This part that I was talking about in this clip that you're going to see next, but this was me talking about I woke up in the middle of the night one night and I saw this ghostly figure standing at the end of the bed. I was sitting up in bed. I woke up, sat up in bed, and there was this ghostly white figure standing at the end of my bed. Now, I would describe it as if you've ever seen Harry Potter and know what a Dementor looks like. It was basically that, but white. And I'm standing there looking at this. I'm sitting there looking at this thing standing there, and I'm trying to scream. And instead of me screaming, my scream is coming out of this thing's mouth, and it flies towards me. And as it does, it feels like it goes through my stomach, and it feels like a kick in the stomach. It was not a pleasant experience. It was really, really horrific. Anyway, so I'm talking about this experience to Jason and Katie over at UAP Studies, and one of their eagle-eyed viewers spots this on camera. 5 or 6 weeks ago, I'm asleep, wake up in the middle of the night.
So we removed the audio here from this portion.
Look at the corner of my head. So it goes through a couple of slow-mo times. There we go. Up. Look how it comes up, and then across. Okay, so there's this white, like smoke or something coming out of my head. I can't figure out what it is. So, it doesn't make any sense.
I want to make sure to point this out too. We ran down the list of things that we know that it wasn't. Okay, so there's no heavy breeze or anything. This flow of air going through that room. Okay?
No, nothing at all.
You got no fan there. You were not vaping at the time.
No.
It is not light. And I actually specifically talked to my friend Jay about this. After you sent it to me, I was in Discord, in the voice chat with my buddies Jay and Zio. Some of you guys know Zio, my real life friend that I went to high school with. And I showed this to them. And by the end of it, they were like, I have no idea what that is. The way that it almost takes like a very sharp turn too, oddly.
Yeah, it does. Let's go through it again. Look, it literally comes up and then goes across. It does not follow the movement of my head. It looks like it does because it turns at the same time as I do. But I've looked at it frame by frame and it doesn't. And it comes up.
No, it doesn't. It does it just before you even make that movement. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Up and across. I'm sorry, I cannot explain this. One little bit, and this was recorded. Nothing has been done to it. Nobody spotted it.
It happened live.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, did you? That's a great question from Stacy in the chat. Did you feel anything?
No, not that I can remember. I mean, if I did, I wasn't paying attention to it. This came as a complete shock, but there it is. Look, there it is, leaving my head.
I've seen. There's a case, and I forget the name of it, but I brought this up to you, Digby. There's a case that some of you may be familiar with, where this woman was having like poltergeist activity in her house in, I believe, like the early 90s. And they had a film crew in her house, and this gentleman goes up into her attic, and something tries to hang him with like a noose that's up there. There is a ton of footage that they took around like the week that they did this in her house. There was weird liquid dripping from her walls. All types of weird stuff was going on. And there's this one specific clip where it's broad daylight. She's in like her living room and they're just talking to her, just having a basic conversation. And you see these orbs and these weird wispy things like flying in and out of her head. And one of them looks so much like this that it gave me the chills when I saw this clip. When you first sent this to me, I'm like, I don't know, man. Something like in my spirit told me immediately that yeah, that's not smoke or anything normal. There's just something about it,
Well, there's
like
nothing
the
normal about
uncanny
the way that it's
valley.
moving. There's nothing normal about the way that it's moving, and I've watched this over and over and over again, and every time I'm more confused now than I was when I started.
Yeah,
It's
it is weird, especially
Look, there's
it,
even
it,
distortion in round my head when it
yeah,
sort of comes.
yeah. It's almost like it was only picked up digitally in some odd way. And please don't forget, we're coupling this with the fact that you were specifically talking about something having jumped into you, and
Yes,
here's something jumping out
a
of you.
ghostly white figure that flew into me, and here is a white, small but white, ghostly like figure leaving my head as I'm talking about it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is a great comment. This is a great comment from Scale Tipper. I was told when my grandmother died in 1986, before I was born, that two nurses bore witness as her soul left her body in a stream of smoke. I was told she was a sweet woman, died around 41. And you know what's funny about that too, Digby? You know this as well because I've told you about this. Pretty personal. But when my mom's father died, my grandfather Carmen, my parents were present in the hospital room when he passed, and they saw this very. They said it almost looked like a hot road on a
Mhm.
summer day, like a mirage. That sort of like it. There was this. My mom describes it as like you could see the life force leave him, like, and it started like near his abdomen and rose up. And she said that like the area above him was like distorted or whatever it was, whatever term that she used around that. So it was very, very powerful and strange experience.
Well, I hope that wasn't part of my soul leaving my body.
I don't think that's the case here. Nah, 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 nah.
Susan Alloway, God bless you, Susan. Hello, hope you're well. How long after the show did you find this on the video? Well, I believe that Jason dropped the show on Monday. I recorded it with him the previous Sunday, and it was spotted straight away the same day that it came out. So it's spotted on Monday. I put it on X. Jason put it on X from UAP Studies. And I think collectively it had about 105,000 views on it in 24 hours. And I heard everything from, oh, you were smoking to, oh, it's dust particles and stuff like that. It's like, no, I can categorically tell you it's none of those things.
No,
Absolutely.
dust particles don't look. That doesn't even
I'm
look like a dust particle.
I'm not even telling you what it is. I'm not telling you what it is. You can make your own mind up because I don't know what it is.
But it's none of those things.
But screw any UFO footage that I've seen over the last 5 years, 10 years, whatever. For me, that is the most unexplained thing that I've ever seen. But
On video,
maybe, yeah, on video, absolutely.
it's up
You
there,
can't
man.
you can't explain it. And if you're
Weird.
watching this and you are a whiz with video editing and analyzing anything like this, I've got nothing to hide. Drop me a comment in the comment section. I'll get in touch with you. I'll send you the original raw video. You can have a look. You can analyze it any way you want. Because quite frankly, I want the answer.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Exactly.
nothing to hide.
It's
Uh,
amazing. It's very strange.
so there you
Now,
go.
um, after that, because I know you've been having a number of different experiences, we'll say, um, has there been any significant change?
Yeah, everything that I was happening to me in the middle of the night, which was a significant amount of very horrific stuff, has all stopped
That's weird.
ever since then. Mick West probably thinks it's a seagull that flew out of my head.
Oh, you mean one of these? Got it. Okay. Little North Wildwood relic that my mom got me when we were on vacation. Not related to Mick West in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't do something so blasphemous. But um, I lately myself, I've been telling you this every day. It's been going on for well over a week now. It seems like every night my dreams have just been very weird. Like last night, I had this dream. There's always this theme of like I'm being chased by something or like hunted by something. I don't mean like an animal either. Like it's just this weird feeling of like I have to hide or something. It's very strange. I don't know. And it could just be like a psychological thing. I'm not saying it's even related to anything abnormal. Very, very strange. And it makes the very first hour of like waking life kind of weird lately. 'Cause I have all types of different dreams normally. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. I usually
Well,
don't have nightmares.
we've spoken about this before, Tom. I don't really dream. I hardly ever remember a dream ever. But look, if you want to know more about my experiences, I'm not going to go dive into it now because I've already done it. And quite frankly, I'd love you to go over to UAP Studies on their YouTube channel or on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts and watch that episode and give them the attention that they deserve.